Guys, so today we're doing a video about the misconceptions about the Disney College Program. So there are a lot of myths that kind of circle the interwebs of all of the different misconceptions about the program and things that people kind of hear but then not really sure if they're true and that kind of thing. So today we are going to debunk all of the misconceptions about the Disney College Program. So let's get on to the video. I'm excited, you're excited. Let's get this thing going on. So as you guys can see, I got to wear my ears today. And I'm really excited because it was just Walt's birthday. Happy birthday, Walt, my main man, my main squeeze. He has influenced the college program immensely. Obviously, he created it. So we're gonna go over 5 misconceptions. I don't know if you guys are seeing a theme here with my Disney College Program videos. There's gonna be 5 videos over 5 weeks with 5 things in each video. So basically I'm going to be spilling the tea. If you can see here, I have my tea in my little Mickey glass, if you guys can see. So cute. So the first one is that it is pixie dust and magic all of the time, Not true. Unfortunately, there is a lot of things that go on while you're working, from angry guests to cleaning up not so fun things. So it's definitely not all pixie dust all the time, but that is not to discourage you because it is just as magical on the good days and the bad days. You're making magic for the guests at all times. No matter what you're doing, you're leaving a small impression on them. So you are always making magic, so no matter if there's pixie dust coming out the wazoo or if there's very little and Tinkerbell is suffering, there is pixie dust. So just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people, when I first came back from the program, people were like, you were having the best time of your life. And I was like, I was, because I really was. I really was having the best time of my life. But I think a lot of misconceptions that they had were that I was just going to the parks every day and doing whatever I wanted and writing rides all the time, meeting characters, doing everything, which I did get to do those on my off days and that was awesome. There were, really hard situations. You are working sometimes 60 to 65 hours a week. So it is really, really super busy. I was working every day. Sometimes I didn't have an off day a week. So it really just depends. It depends on the role too. I was in merchandising, but just keep that in mind that pixie dust isn't always gonna come out your ears, but it's always gonna be in your heart. Aww. Another misconception is that DCPers, which is Disney College Programmers, party all the time. Yes, people went out and had fun, but most of the college programmers were over the age of 21. So they're able to go out and legally drink and do those things. I'm not 21, so I don't partake in that. However, there were a lot of people that went out on the weekends and stuff like that, but I think Disney college programmers get a weird rep about that stuff because they think that they party all the time and do all these crazy things, but never once did I witness that happening. But me and my roommates, our idea of a party was chilling, watching Hannah Montana, drinking coffee or hot chocolate, and laying around and just talking and having a good time. Especially, I've heard this more than once. They say that if you live in Vista Way, all the parties are happening, which I lived in Vista Way. I never once witnessed any of this stuff going on. Okay, so another misconception is that we are underworked, not true, that we are overworked and underpaid. This is kind of, I don't know, this is kind of a weird topic for me because I felt like it all evened out, if that makes sense. Yes, living in Orlando is very, very expensive. So about in comparison, we're being paid minimum wage. I get paid minimum wage at my job right now, and I had a lot more free time in the college program than I do now. I don't know, I feel like, it could be different for literally anybody, from a case-to-case basis, but I hear that all the time where people are like, oh, well, you guys were working like 65 hours a week and you're getting paid nothing, like, you know, all this stuff, or like you had to pay rent, like that's not fair. And like, while rent was expensive, we were living in an apartment in Orlando, and that's expensive in itself. So weigh the costs and the benefits of that. Like, you get paid what like minimum wage is, pretty much. It's actually a little over minimum wage in Florida. Okay, so another misconception about the Disney College program is that we get to go to the parks all the time. Sorry. So this kind of goes along with the like never having to work, or like never have to doing anything, and like living the time of our life, which like I was living the time of my life. But you didn't get to go to the parks all the time because you were working. And I know like what you see on Instagram, people's YouTube vlogs and like stuff like that, is them taking videos of them at the parks. Yes, because that's when we have time to take pictures and time to do vlogs. Sorry, I just kicked something. That's why people like vlog and Instagram at the parks, because like that's when we're given time. We're also not allowed to videotape or take pictures backstage working for Disney, because it is a really high up company, and so there are policies and things like that, and like magic that we don't want to release because we keep the magic alive for a reason. So we wouldn't post pictures backstage or like post videos of that kind of thing, because A, we're not allowed, and B, it would kill the magic for everyone. We don't want to do that because we're part of making the magic real for you guys. That's why you see on Instagram like nothing but pictures of the parks and nothing but pictures like with their roommates and stuff like that. It's because like that's when we're able to take pictures and videos. But that doesn't mean we get to go to the parks every day. You are working a real job. However, you do get to go to the parks while you work there for free on any day off that you choose, which is amazing. If you really think about that, like in the grand scheme of things, that is such an expensive activity to do. And the fact that like they give college programmers the ability to go every day if they would like, or like on their off days, on their off time periods. If you work in a park, you can go in the park on your breaks. Like it's crazy. So in the grand scheme of things, like, yes, we do get to go so much. So another misconception about the Disney College program is that it's not a real internship, or like a lot of times people say you can't move up in the company if you do while you're in the internship. That's totally not true. There are so many people that I knew that did the program and built up from that. Like, they got into the program, they extended their program, and then they became a coordinator, or they became a leader, or things like that, or worked their way up to a different position in a different branch of the parks or anything like that. So there's plenty of opportunities to move up when you're in the program. You're not just stuck in your one role. If you want to extend your program, you can move up. While that being said, you know, while you're in the program, you are doing your role, and unless for some reason you need to be switched to a different role, you will be in that role for the period of time that you're in your program for. But that doesn't mean that after your set time for your program, you can't move up to a better position. I have plenty of friends who became coordinators or trainers. I don't know if you guys have like talked about, or like not talked about. If you guys know about what a trainer is, it's basically like the people who train the new college programmers. There were plenty of people who became trainers while they were in their CP, and that's technically like a higher up promotion. So there's plenty of room to move up. Don't ever think that you're stuck in that one spot, but I hear that a lot from people. Another misconception is that you need to take your car. I didn't have my car and I was totally fine. You don't have to bring your car. I didn't bring my car and I was fine. I definitely would have rather had my car. So if your car can make the trip, you think you can afford it while you're down there, I definitely suggest going ahead and bringing it. But people say like you have to bring your car, you can't do housing, transportation, or anything like that. I have housing, transportation, and I'm fine. It's not the best. It's like any other bus system. Like, you guys, it's a bus system. It's not high-tech, glamorous, you know, Disney fireworks shooting out of the buses, which would be super cool. You should get on that, Disney, if you're watching this. But it's just like any other bus. Don't be too worried about it. And they give you a schedule. It's super easy to follow. I had never taken a public bus in my life. I know. but I did at Disney and I was totally fine. They give you a schedule. They're super, super nice. Like, don't worry about it too much. But yeah, so that is my 6, wait, oh my gosh, I put up 7 fingers. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by or popping in, guys. If you have any questions or you want to know anything more about the program, comment down below. Follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter, which is both linked down below. I'm still having troubles with Twitter, so if I don't respond on there, guys, I'm really sorry. Just DM me on Instagram and I will respond to you as soon as I can. But thank you so much for coming to my channel. With wishes. Bye!